Have you ever walked into a room and completely forgotten why you're there? Or maybe you've blanked on a name mid-conversation, someone you've known for years, and it's left you scrambling to cover it up with a smile. I've been there, and if you're nodding along, you're not alone. After 60, those little memory slips can feel like they're creeping up more often. And it's easy to worry that it's just part of getting older. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be. Your brain's got a lot more fight in it than you might think. And with a few simple tweaks, you can keep it sharp and steady for years to come. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 easy habits you can start today to avoid memory loss after 60. These aren't complicated brain teasers or expensive supplements, they're practical, everyday things you can weave into your life to keep your mind clear and your memories close. We're talking about stuff like what you eat, how you move, and even how you spend your downtime. Science says these habits can make a real difference, and I am excited to share them with you because they've worked wonders for folks just like us. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a cup of tea, and let's dive into keeping your brain as sharp as ever. First up, let's talk about feeding your brain the right fuel. You've probably heard that what you eat matters for your heart or your waistline, but it's just as big a deal for your memory. After 60, your brain needs nutrients to stay in top shape. Think of it like giving your car the good gas so it runs smoothly. The trick is to load up on foods that boost brain power, not bog it down. Picture a plate with colorful veggies, a piece of salmon, maybe some nuts on the side. That's the kind of meal that keeps your mind humming. Research loves this stuff. Studies show that things like omega-3s, antioxidants, and healthy fats can protect your brain cells and even help grow new ones. One easy way to get started is to lean into what's called the Mediterranean way of eating. Swap out that butter for a drizzle of olive oil, grab a handful of blueberries instead of a cookie, or toss some walnuts into your oatmeal. Fish like salmon or sardines are gold mines for omega-3s. Aim for a couple of servings a week, and your brain will thank you. I've got a friend, Ellen, who's 64, and she swears by this. She used to forget where she parked her car all the time, but after adding more fish and greens to her meals, she's noticing fewer of those "where'd I put my keys" moments. It's not about overhauling everything. Just start small. Maybe tonight, throw some spinach into your soup or snack on an apple with a bit of almond butter. Little swaps add up, and soon you'll feel the fog lifting, leaving your memory sharper than ever. Now let's keep that momentum going with the second habit, moving your body to move your mind. I know exercise might sound like it's just for your muscles, but it's a secret weapon for your brain too. When you get moving, your heart pumps more blood upstairs, delivering oxygen and nutrients that keep your memory firing on all cylinders. Studies, like ones from the Journal of Aging Research, say regular movement can cut your risk of memory decline by up to 30%. That's not just a number. It's a real chance to hold on to those precious moments, like remembering your grandkids' first words. You don't need to hit the gym hard. Gentle stuff works wonders. A 20-minute walk around the neighborhood, some stretching while you watch TV, or even dancing to your favorite oldies in the kitchen, all of it counts. The key is to make it a habit, something you enjoy so it sticks. If walking's your thing, grab a friend or pop in some earbuds with a good podcast. Time flies and your brain gets a boost. Or try something like Tai Chi. It's slow and steady, great for balance, and it keeps your mind engaged as you learn the moves. My Uncle Ray, who's 71, started this after forgetting his lines at a community play rehearsal. He took up daily walks, nothing fancy, just around his block, and now he's not only nailing his parts, but remembering every joke he tells at dinner. Start small if you're rusty. 5 minutes today, maybe 10 tomorrow. Find what feels good. Gardening, a light swim, whatever gets you up, and watch how it clears the cobwebs. Your brain loves it when your body's in motion, and those memories will stick around longer because of it. Feeding your brain and moving your body are like laying the groundwork for a memory that won't quit. They're simple, doable, and set you up for even more ways to stay sharp. Speaking of which, let's roll into the third habit, keeping your mind active with fun challenges. With your brain fueled up on the right foods and your body moving to keep those memory pathways buzzing, you're already doing amazing things for yourself. Now, let's add a little spark to the mix with the third habit, keeping your mind active with fun challenges. This isn't about slogging through boring worksheets or memorizing phone books. It's about giving your brain a playful workout that feels more like a treat than a chore. After 60, your mind loves a good stretch, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. Think of it like flexing a muscle. The more you challenge it, the less likely it is to forget where you parked the car or what you had for breakfast. Science is all over this one. Studies show that keeping your brain engaged can slow memory decline and even build what researchers call cognitive reserve, a fancy way of saying you've got extra brain power in the bank for later. So what counts as a fun challenge? Anything that makes you think, learn, or solve something new. Puzzles are a classic. Crosswords, Sudoku, even jigsaw puzzles if you're into seeing the big picture come together. But it doesn't stop there. Learning a new card game, picking up a hobby like knitting, or even trying to name all the state capitals while you're waiting for the kettle to boil. All of it keeps your mind nimble. I've got a neighbor, Doris, who's 68, and she's my inspiration for this. She started doing word searches after her husband passed, just to keep busy, and now she's hooked on brain teasers. She swears she hasn't misplaced her glasses in months, and she's even teaching her bridge group new tricks. You don't have to be a puzzle pro. Start with something easy. Grab a crossword book from the dollar store or download a free app like Wordle. It's quick, fun, and you can play it over coffee. If games aren't your thing, try learning something fresh. Maybe a few phrases in Spanish for your next vacation, or how to play Happy Birthday on a keyboard. The key is to enjoy it, so pick what lights you up. Here's a simple way to weave this in. Set aside 10 minutes a day, maybe while the news is on, and give your brain a little jolt. Switch it up. Do a puzzle one day. Watch a how-to video the next. It's not about being perfect, it's about keeping those gears turning. You'll be amazed how much sharper you feel, and those little memory hiccups, they'll start fading into the background. Now that your mind's having some fun, let's talk about the fourth habit, managing stress. I know, life after 60 can throw plenty at you, health worries, family stuff, or just the daily grind of keeping everything together. But here's why this matters. Stress isn't just a mood killer, it's a memory thief. When you're frazzled, your brain pumps out cortisol, a hormone that can shrink the part responsible for storing memories. Studies, like ones from the American Psychological Association, say chronic stress can speed up memory loss. But the flip side is just as true. Keeping it under control can protect your mind for the long haul. You don't need to become a Zen master to make this work. Just a few easy tricks can dial it down. Start with breathing. Sounds basic, but it's magic. When you feel that knot in your chest, take a slow breath in through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4, then let it out for 4. Do that 3 times, and you'll feel the edge slip away. It's like a mini vacation for your brain, no suitcase required. My cousin Pat, who's 66, learned this the hard way. She was juggling grandkids and a part-time job, and her memory started slipping. She'd forget appointments left and right. Then she picked up a habit from a yoga class, 5 minutes of deep breathing every morning. Now she's calmer, and she hasn't missed a dentist visit in a year. You can pair this with other stress busters. Listen to your favorite tunes, take a short walk, or sit with a cup of tea and watch the world go by. Even petting a dog or cat can melt stress away. Science says it lowers cortisol fast. Here's a practical tip. When something's bugging you, write it down. Jotting "call the plumber" or "figure out the bill" on a notepad gets it out of your head and stops it from spinning around up there. Then tackle it when you're ready, not when it's stressing you out. The goal is to keep your mind clear, not cluttered. Less stress means more room for the good stuff, like remembering your best friend's birthday or that recipe you've loved forever. Keeping your brain active and your stress in check are like a 1-2 punch against memory loss. Fun and calm, working together to keep you sharp. And that brings us to the fifth habit, getting enough quality sleep. Now that you've got your mind buzzing with fun challenges and your stress dialed down, you're setting the stage for a brain that stays sharp and ready. Let's round it out with the fifth habit, getting enough quality sleep. I know, it's tempting to think, oh, I'll get by on a few hours, or I'll catch up later, but sleep isn't just about resting your body. It's like a nightly tune-up for your memory. After 60, those hours in dreamland can make the difference. Between forgetting where you parked and recalling every detail of your favorite story from decades ago, why does sleep matter so much? Science has some pretty cool answers. When you're snoozing, your brain's busy sorting through the day, filing away what you learned, clearing out the junk, and even strengthening those memory connections. Studies, like ones from the National Institute on Aging, show that folks who get 7 to 9 hours of good sleep a night have better recall and a lower risk of memory problems down the road. Skimp on it, though, and you're more likely to feel foggy, misplace things, or struggle to focus. Sleep's your brain's best friend. It's when it does its heavy lifting to keep you sharp. So how do you make this a habit that sticks? It's all about creating a routine that feels cozy and doable. Start by picking a bedtime you can count, on say 10 p.m., and aim to wake up around the same time every morning, even on weekends. Consistency tells your body, hey, this is sleep time, and it'll start winding down naturally. If you're someone who tosses and turns, don't worry. There are little tweaks that can turn things around. One of the easiest places to start is your wind down. About an hour before bed, skip the bright screens, TV, phone, all that jazz. The blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's daytime, and that's the last thing you want. Instead, try something calm, read a book, maybe that mystery you've been meaning to crack open. Listen to soft music or do a few gentle stretches. My friend Lou, who's 70, used to scroll through his phone until midnight, then wonder why. He couldn't sleep. He swapped it for a paperback, and now he's out like a light by 10:30, waking up ready to tackle his day. Your bedroom's a big player too. Make it a sleep haven. Keep it cool, around 65 degrees if you can, and dark enough that you can't see your hand in front of your face. Blackout curtains or a sleep mask work wonders, and if noise is an issue, like a neighbor's dog barking, earplugs or a white noise machine can hush it up. Check your bed too. If your mattress is sagging or your pillow's flat, it might be time for a refresh. You deserve to feel comfy, and your brain will reward you with clearer memories. What you do before bed counts just as much. Skip the heavy. Snacks or that extra glass of wine, both can mess with your sleep, leaving you groggy instead of refreshed. If you're peckish, something light like a banana or a few almonds does the trick without weighing you down. And caffeine, cut it off by early afternoon. None of that 4 p.m. coffee keeping you wired. I learned this one the hard way. Used to sip tea all evening, then stare at the ceiling half the night. Switch to herbal, and it's been a game changer. Here's a little trick if your mind's racing. Keep a notepad by your bed. Jot down anything buzzing around, like buy milk or call Sue, and let it go until morning. Pair that with a few slow breaths. Inhale for 4, exhale for 4, and you'll drift off easier. If you're still restless, don't fight it. Get up, sit quietly with a dim light, then try again when you're drowsy. It's about giving your brain the rest it craves, not forcing it. Take it from my Aunt June, who's 73. She used to brag about getting by on 5 hours, but her memory was slipping, forgetting names, missing appointments. She started aiming for 8 hours, dimming the lights early, and now she's the one reminding me about family birthdays. Sleep's not just a luxury, it locks in everything else you're doing. Eating well, moving, staying engaged, keeping calm, and ties it into a memory that won't quit. So there you have it, 5 simple habits to keep memory loss at bay after 60. You refeeding your brain with good food, moving your body to boost it, challenging your mind with fun, easing stress to protect it, and sleeping soundly to seal the deal. These aren't big leaps, they're small steps you can take today, tomorrow, whenever you're ready. Start with one, like swapping a snack for some berries or turning off the TV a bit earlier, and build from there. You've got the power to keep your mind sharp, and every little win is proof of that. I'd love to know what you think. Which habit are you excited to try? Drop it in the comments, and if this has sparked something for you, hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep sharing the good stuff. You're not just holding on to memories, you're making new ones, and that's worth celebrating. Here's to a brain that keeps up with you, no matter the years.